Hello, Castleton United Methodist Church. It has been a rough couple weeks. The vivid reality of racism and injustice is before us. We are now seeing a worldwide response to the videotaped death of Mr. George Floyd, the reported death of Miss Breonna Taylor, and so many unjust deaths of Black persons in this country. As a community who are committed to following Jesus, we understand his commitment to the marginalized, the oppressed, and the wounded. We remember his life given to the work of justice, reconciliation, and peace. As his people, that is our work too. I have appreciated your texts, your messages, and your emails, as you have deeply felt a calling to the work of anti-racism. This is a work of faith. The Global United Methodist Church has social principles, and a snippet of that says this: personal racism is manifested through the individual expressions, attitudes, and/or behaviors that accept the assumptions of a racist value system and that maintain the benefit of this system. Institutional racism is the established social pattern that supports implicitly or explicitly the racist value system. Racism, manifested as sin, plagues and hinders our relationship with Christ inasmuch as it is antithetical to the gospel itself. End quote. We recognize that we are all on a journey in working for the gospel and against that which opposes it. Anti-racism work isn't partisan. Anti-racism work isn't just for others, it's holy work, and it is meant for all of us. Racism exists personally and institutionally. Our work is both internal, all of us, and our work is also external. Internal work means the ongoing journey of challenging our own bias, our own assumptions, and our own understandings so that we can love more fully. The external work is to change systems and institutions towards equality, towards justice, in service of all people. This Sunday, again I say this Sunday, June 7th, we take a next step with compassion and prayer. The entire Indiana United Methodist congregations all over the state are meeting this Sunday with our bishop, Bishop Trimble, online at 3:30. You can click the Zoom link to join that meeting at the Castleton UMC Facebook site and the Castleton UMC Instagram site. Then on June 11th, Indiana United Methodist clergy, all of us, will join electronically to discuss our next steps in this work of anti-racism as faith leaders of this state. And we as a church community had already been talking and planning for next steps of faith. More formal opportunities will begin in January. But now is a time to begin, a time to respond, to hear the call and answer it in compassion. So today I invite you to take a next step of faith. You'll be getting an email from me with some resource links. If you aren't signed up for an email, you can do that at the bottom of our webpage, castletonumc.org. I invite you right now to gather the courage to take a next step of faith, to dig deep, and to move forward. Some steps would include beginning to listen. Listen to Black neighbors' experience, just listen. You can do it by reading books by Black authors. There are TED Talks and videos, or invite a friend or colleague who is Black to share their experience. Again, just listen and begin to challenge your own responses and assumptions. Begin to humbly wonder about your own biases that are often blind to us and the benefits afforded to you that may not be afforded to others. Second, begin learning history. Often the history we read doesn't include in-depth pieces of racism in this country, and so you'll be receiving some links to poke around in there and begin to study there. And third, begin to take action. Follow the lead of Black persons and persons of color who know what is needed to be done because they have lived it. This is a journey. We're all on a journey. I don't know today where this video finds you. Maybe you are watching and you are a person who is Black or a person of color, and your experiences have been hard and even brutal. Today we mourn with you and join you in the work. Maybe the thought of taking any step in this as a part of your faith has you upset. I invite you today to begin to explore and wonder why. Maybe you're ready to begin the work of anti-racism and you're ready to get started, and maybe you've been on this journey and wondering what next step you can take as an ally. Wherever you find yourself, let's do this work together. Addressing racism, reactions to it, are always uncomfortable, so let's get uncomfortable. Let's explore and pray and act out of reverence for all life and the image of God in all people. Anti-racism work is part of our call to faith. Justice and peace are needed as followers of Jesus. I wish you every blessing this day. Let's talk soon.